Hey guys, welcome back. In today's episode, we're going to talk about risk, leverage, and randomness in your trading. Now, before we hop into things, I want to remind you guys, we've got a bunch of cool stuff available just for you over on our website. That's www.tier1trading.com. If you're serious about learning how to become a better trader, a consistently profitable trader, check out the website, check out the workshops, and check out the risk-free 14-day trial. Just not my type of trade. Seeing that I'm a little bit leveraged. So you're using too much leverage? Are you out of leverage? You have too many positions on? Position size is too big? That's probably not, with minimizing risk and taking profit a little bit short. Yeah, so that's an overall problem of risk management. If you are over leveraged, it means you are either trading too big of a position size or you are trading too much. Because we should never come anywhere close to using, I guess it depends on what type of leverage you have. Some people may have like a 10-to-1. But if you've got like a normal type of leverage, right, 30, 50, something like that, you should never come anywhere close to being over leveraged if you're using correct position sizing, in my opinion. So I would say it means you're either trading too much per position or you have too many trades on the board if you find yourself over leveraged. Two trades if you. So what? How much are you risking in your account per trade? 2%. So how are you anywhere near your leverage max if you only have two trades of 2% risk on? That doesn't make sense. Because that's not a high risk at all. That's a solid risk. It's percentages, not the dollar amount. 2% of 10 million is still 2%. 2% of 200 is still 2%. How will this go over? So, are you worried about risk? Are you looking at risking 2% per trade, or you don't want more than 2% of your total account at risk at any given time? When you place a trade, how much of your account do you risk per that individual trade? So you're only allowed to take one trade at a time. So I have a problem with that, and it's going to be called missed opportunities. So what do you do if you get your greatest, bestest, ideal signal in the market, but you've already got a trade on the board? You just have to let it go, right? Now, is that consistently, I guess technically it is following the rules of your trade plan because you're not risking more than you're supposed to, but do you guys see a problem there? You're letting good trades pass, which means you're sabotaging your edge. You're sabotaging your edge because you're missing trades. That's a massive problem. Because now you've taken away from your entire edge because you're inconsistent in your execution. So basically you're randomly trading. Because instead of taking a consistent opportunity, which if taken consistently should give you a consistent result, in a way you're picking and choosing, right? You're picking and choosing which opportunities you take, which means you're just kind of closing your eyes and throwing darts and hoping that the ones that you're allowed to get involved in are the winners and the ones that you're not are the losers. So that is a massive problem. What I would do is this: reduce your risk per trade. Yeah, using technicals like pick and choose. That's a horrible way to go about it. You're going to go broke really quickly. You're gambling, but you don't have an edge. That's the bad part. Gambling's not a bad thing. We're all gambling, but you're gambling without an edge. So you're going to go broke probably sooner than later. And we won't even go back to the conversations like, hey, do you have a trade plan, all that fun stuff. I think I kind of know the answer already by your comments. But like, a solution to what you said is, right, if you can only risk 2% of your account at any given time, which I think is a very small amount, but I'm not going to argue if anyone over risk, but that's a very small amount. But it'll keep you out of trouble. right? But you're also going to risk 2% per trade. Well, instead of just being able to be in one trade at any given time, why not just risk 1% per trade and then give yourself the opportunity to be in 2 trades? Or 0.5% per trade and give yourself the opportunity to be in 4 trades at once. Those would be the solutions. Reduce your risk per trade so it allows you to be in more trades. That way you take the trades you're supposed to take. But underneath that, there are some much deeper problems that we need to figure out. Would you agree with that? Because I feel like you're just trading blindly right now. There's no set system that is testable, verifiable, or repeatable. Would I be correct in saying that? That's the vibe I'm getting right now, at least. So yeah, you said I think you said yeah, right? Is that am I correct? Yes or no? And I've got to head out of here soon, guys, but we'll finish this conversation. Keep looking around the markets. Again, there are a lot of these pullbacks. Most of them are junk, but there may be more double tops like this. Technically, you didn't give me my yes or no answer. You're beating around and you're ignoring it. Yes or no? I don't care about your winning and all that stuff. It doesn't really mean anything, right? That is irrelevant. I won 5 trades in a row. I lost 5 trades in a row. All of that is irrelevant because we're thinking about the bigger picture, not the smaller picture. So just a yes or no. You don't have to justify yourself. I just want a yes or no answer. I know the answer by this point already. Because thank you. But you got to say it so you can hear yourself say it or see yourself type it. So my recommendation is this. You're not going to like it, but you should stop trading right now. Because like I said, you are recklessly gambling money. And I say reckless because you don't have an edge. You don't know if what you're trading has an edge. Because I'm assuming there is no back testing process to it. I could be wrong, but I would assume that. And then there's the inconsistencies with the trades that you're taking. You're kind of hunting and searching for different trades, and some of them you can take, some of them you can't take. So there's a whole bunch of randomness there. So there's a handful of red flags that are popping up to me. So whenever I see those red flags, my first suggestion is to stop trading, right? I won't say stop the bleeding because you're on a winning streak, but kind of get those things under control and then only come back and trade once everything is in place. Now, whether you're going to listen or not, that's up to you. Most people do not, because they're going to do what they want to do anyway. But there are some red flags. They are troubling, and I would be aware of that. He said, technically, I'm at a winning streak after using this strategy. 5 wins. Yep. But what does 5 wins actually mean? And I'll leave that for the group. What do 5 wins mean for you? What does that mean? Does that mean anything? Does 5 wins today, 5 wins this week, 5 wins in the month, right? It's good. But does it say anything about our long-term lasting success? Because that's what we're worried about. We're not really worried about small picture. We're worried about creating successful systems that are going to last and stand the test of time. And unfortunately, what happens with many traders is we get so excited over the short-term gains where it's like, yeah, man, good winning streak or good day or good month, that all of a sudden we confuse we confuse skill for luck. And sometimes it could be a combination of both, but sometimes it could be all skills, sometimes it could be all luck, sometimes it could be half skill, half luck. If we're doing something that we plan on doing for a very long time, we don't want to rely on luck. Because what happens when luck runs out? So we want to take the skill that you have and we want to systemize it. That way we can use it consistently. So take what you're doing, You said you back tested already, so you know your edge. Execute it live the way you're supposed to. Don't try to pick winners. Take the setups that meet the rules. Consistently do it. Work on your risk management. Reduce your position. How many pairs are in your portfolio? One last question. How many pairs are in your portfolio? 3 pairs. How many times have you had 3 trading signals at the same time? Or have you ever had 3 signals fire off at the same time? Because now you can know your maximum exposure. If you trade 3 pairs, right? If there's 3 pairs that you're allowed to trade, only 3 pairs that you're allowed to trade, that means at max you can be at 3 trades at once. So you should adjust your risk per trade to be able to absorb a maximum of 3 trades at once. So instead of trading 2% risk per trade with a 2% max in your account and needing to pass on 2 other signals on the other pairs you get, divide that by 3. Divide your risk by 3 and do that per trade. That way, if you ever did get all 3 signals at the same time, you can be involved in all 3 good trades at the same time, and you don't have to pass up on good opportunities. Hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget, 14-day trial, risk-free. That means no auto bill, no sneaky sales or anything like that. You just get 14 days on the platform, and after that 14 days is up, you are removed and you lose access. So start today. www.tier1trading.com is the site to go to. Again, that's www.tier1trading.com.